Shout out to Jiroltv. You're doing well. You're doing great. You know what time it is. Let's explore. Yo.
I would love to say a big shout out to Jiroltv.
A very big thanks to Jiroltv. They are doing well. They are doing well.
Shout out to Jiroltv.
Shout out to Jiroltv. Àròbá fi tó lóhùn ò ṣe tó bá gbogbo wọn tanra wọn jẹ ní. Ìlú dá sí méjì ọ̀rẹ́ mi ṣe bí tọba là ó ṣe. Watch Jiroltv on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Jiroltv to the world.
Welcome on this week's episode of Jiroltv Weekly Review, where we give you a recap of the stories that came up on our blog. Please sit back and enjoy. Monday, Jiroltv made a retrospective review of the submission of the nomination and expression of interest form submitted by Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji last week, signaling the start of his campaign for a second term. He was joined by a powerful delegation of Ekiti leaders and stakeholders for the Abuja event. The formal submission aligns with the party's internal timetable, marking the governor's official entry into the race. The move sets the stage for the upcoming gubernatorial elections in the state. Tuesday, Ekiti State achieved a remarkable double victory at the Akwaba African Travel Market 2025 held in Lagos. Governor Biodun Oyebanji was crowned Best Tourism Governor, while the state itself was named the most active tourism state in Nigeria, represented by the Director General, Bureau of Tourism Development, Ambassador Wale Ojulari Esquire. The Dua Awards recognize the administration's strategic focus on tourism, which includes transforming Ikogosi Warm Springs and establishing a dedicated tourism bureau. Organizers credited the governor for rapidly turning Ekiti into a global reference point for tourism.
on the beat.
On Wednesday, the Ekiti state government acknowledged a new NBS report showing a significant 6.8% monthly drop in food prices for August. Officials directly linked this improvement to the administration's agricultural investments and the Onje Ekiti Market Intervention Program. However, the government also responded to the report, identifying Ekiti with the highest overall inflation rate, driven by housing and transport costs. It assured citizens that ongoing infrastructure and ease of doing business reforms are designed to combat these rising costs. It assured citizens that ongoing infrastructure and ease of doing business reforms are designed to combat these rising costs. And now Thursday, in a landmark move for inclusivity, Ekiti State welcomed its first adaptive school for persons with disabilities at the Irepodun Community Pilot School in Ikole Ekiti. The retrofitted facility was donated by the immediate past Finance Commissioner in Ekiti State, Honorable Akintude Oyibode. Governor Oyibanji, represented by the Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen Aribasoye, commended the gesture as aligning perfectly with the state's agenda. The project is supported by the Office of the Special Education and Social Inclusion, headed by Mrs. Adeton Agbola, which is working to mainstream inclusive education across Ekiti State. Finally, for Thursday, in an initiative facilitated by the member House of Representatives Honorable Akinrotimi Jr., officiated the presentation of prosthetic arms and limbs to 103 beneficiaries. The First Lady, Dr. Olayemi Oyibanji, represented the governor, hailed the collaborative effort and commended Honorable Akinrotimi Jr., a member House of Representatives, his pivotal role. She reaffirmed the administration's steadfast commitment to creating an inclusive environment for all Ekiti citizens. Friday, Governor Biodun Oyibanji disclosed that his administration has rewarded road contracts worth over 200 million naira, covering 356 kilometers across Ekiti. He announced that 150 billion naira has been paid to contractors with 126 kilometers of roads already completed. The governor made the revelation while addressing church leaders in Ado-Ekiti. He also highlighted that over 11.8 billion naira has been paid in gratuities to state and local government retirees since the start of his tenure. Also on Friday, the Director General of the Bureau of Civic Orientation and Citizenship, Mrs. Olawumi Famuyiwa, commended Governor Oyibanji as a true embodiment of democratic values and the Omoluabi ethos. She praised his unwavering commitment to fostering peace and stability within the state. Speaking on an NTA program, the DG urged politicians to guide youth away from vices and called for the inclusion of people living with disabilities in politics. She also advised those with electoral grievances to seek legal redress rather than resort to violence. And finally, for the week, the Ilueye Trading and Aggregation Company is being hailed for successfully creating a structured local market for Ekiti farmers. An amateur video showed the company supplying maize stored since January to the state's broiler production scheme. This breakthrough eliminates the need for poultry farmers to source maize from northern Nigeria. The state government announced an impending MOU with the Poultry Association of Nigeria to supply the entire annual maize demand, synchronizing the agribusiness value chain and creating local jobs. Thanks for watching. For details on each stories, please visit our blog, Jiroltv.com. Remember that for your news mention, video coverage, jingles, advertisement, documentaries, and all your media engagements, please call 006 575 1868. Also find us on Facebook, Jiroltv, and YouTube, Jiroltv. Jiroltv, something to watch.